Hey PJs, welcome back to another slime review. Today I'm reviewing BlushingBB slimes. I have not reviewed her shop in a hot minute, like it's been I think a little over a year now, and I have been really wanting to, and I thought why not just do it? So that's where we are today. I purchased a total of 3 slimes, which are all 6.5 ounces, and besides the slimes, I got a bunch of candy and her business card, which is one of the biggest business cards I've ever seen. I think it's just about as big as Peachy Baby's, but this one is a gorgeous pink color. I love her aesthetic so much, like it's all so pink and cute. I love it. I also got a packet of borax, which is labeled, and that's always awesome. And here are the slimes I purchased. They all come in these clear screw top lid containers with dome lids on the top with her slime shop logo on the top and the slime name and a description on the side. The first slime that I'm reviewing is called Heart Pops. It is a clear based jelly cube and fishbowl slime that comes with heart foams, mini pink and clear jelly cubes, and red fishbowl beads. The base is colored a blush pink and it is lightly scented like Japanese cherry blossom. Before I review anything, I just want to say, I've said this before, but I think BlushingBB is one of those people that was just, like, perfect for making slime. The way that she plays with slime is perfect. The way she describes any type of slime is so amazing. Like, she's so detailed with her slimes. They're so intricate. I love them, and they're some of the cutest I've ever seen. Like, I am obsessed. So now that I can review, this slime comes with a very thick base. Like, it is incredibly thick. I am always a fan of thick clear slimes, and this one was like the thickest of thick, so that was amazing. I also really love the jelly cubes. Like I've said before, I don't like jelly cube slimes at all, but it's been quite some time since I've had one with mini jelly cubes in it, and it's such a big difference because I actually like this texture. I love the way that the mini jelly cubes look, and it's just so adorable. I also thoroughly enjoy the fact that some of them are pink. Like, that's so cool. They actually took the time, I think, to make them pink. I don't know if they actually colored them themselves now that I'm like sitting here and thinking about it, but regardless, I think it looks really cool, and it's probably the first time I've seen like multicolored jelly cubes in a slime. The slime also came with heart foams, which I'm squishing now, but there was only 2 of them. It's a personal preference, but I would have loved to see more because I think they look amazing in slime. Of course, since this is a jelly cube slime, the bubble pops are amazing. As much as I don't like jelly cubes, like they are so fun to squish, the bubble pops from them are incredible and super satisfying, especially when you get to squish the jelly cubes like I'm doing here. It's so satisfying, and I sometimes wish they didn't break because I would squish them all day. The base, like mentioned, was really thick, so it did feel a little overactivated. That can happen with jelly cube slimes, or basically anything that you add to a slime that can absorb slime. It will usually make it overactivated because it just kind of absorbs it, so it's really hard to get that perfect texture, so I wasn't worried about it. I also love the scent. It smells exactly like Japanese cherry blossom, and I didn't think it was extremely light, so I actually got to enjoy the scent, and I love it so much. Everything about this slime is adorable. The colors, the idea, it's incredible. So this one gets a 5 out of 5 pajamas. Next up is Fairy Tea Float, which is a float slime with a periwinkle, bingsu, and sugar scrub base. It comes topped with a white icy slime, and it is lightly scented like lavender white tea. The icy slime comes with iridescent pearls and glitters on the top. So, confession time, I don't think I've ever tried a float slime or one like with an icy top. So I was really intrigued and kind of scared to try this one. ICs are always a hit or miss for me, but I thought since it's not too much on the top, I would probably like it. And I just couldn't resist because especially with this color, it is so gorgeous. Like, how can anybody resist this one? The name, the color, the add-ins, like even without touching it, I knew I was hopefully at least going to like it. It just looks so beautiful. This slime was beyond satisfying to mix together, probably the most satisfying I've ever mixed. Like, I loved the textures all coming together since there were so many different add-ins, and the top was like a really sizzly icy and the base was a pretty thick clear slime. It just like all mixed together so wonderfully. Of course it was perfect. Like, I wish I could mix it 10 times over because it was so satisfying. Once mixed, to me, it felt like a dry, crunchy, icy slime. I think on the website it was described as a jelly, which would make sense. It's an icy mixed with a clear slime, but I think it still really kept that icy part to it, which is really cool because it took up like a fifth of the container and it still kind of came through, which I really was hoping for because I've been like on an icy slime craze lately and I've been really craving good ices, and this one is good. It is sizzly, it feels kind of cold to the touch, and with like all those crunchy add-ins, it like is super sizzly, crunchy, amazing bubble pops, pretty much everything I could have asked for. It also inflates at good triple its size. It was incredible, super easy to inflate, no tackiness, no residue, anything like that. And like the color mixed with the scent and everything just reminds me of rain. Like, the color looks like rain or a rain cloud. The scent to me, it smells like rain, reminds me of like rainy days. It just smells like nature. And I really, really enjoy it. Like, it just gives me a nostalgic childhood feel for some reason, and I honestly cannot stop smelling it. I'm so far beyond obsessed with this slime. If you guys can ever get the chance to try one like this, I will 150% recommend it. It, without a doubt, gets 5 out of 5 pajamas. And lastly, this is strawberry milk. The base is a white glue slushy and Bingsu hybrid slime that is topped with a clear base strawberry mini jelly cube slime that you get to add to the slime yourself. The jelly cube slime has some strawberry phemos in it, and the slime itself is scented like strawberry milk. The first thing that I noticed about the base was like it felt like, I know I keep describing things the same way, but the texture felt nostalgic because to me it felt like a glue wall, or mostly glue wall with some white glue in it. I don't know if I'm correct, but I think most slimes nowadays are made with like just white glue or like white glue and clear glue, and I feel like glue wall isn't really used too much anymore, even in thick slimes. So it was really nice, if I'm correct, to see a glue wall slime. And for once, I didn't forget the paper straw. Like, I swear I forget it every time a slime has a paper straw. It sits on the side, like, away from me, and I completely forget that it exists, but I added it this time, so everything is complete, and I'm so satisfied with myself because I finally remembered to make a DIY clay slime, or this is how long I've been doing clay slimes, a DIY slime correctly, like how it's supposed to look, and I'm good. I'm happy. Just like the last slime, this one was incredibly satisfying to mix together. I loved seeing the jelly cubes mix in because it looked really good, and there weren't too many jelly cubes, but enough to make a difference in the way the slime looked and felt, so it was really cool to see them mix together. And of course, I loved seeing the colors mix, and once they mixed, it was a perfect strawberry milk color. I also really liked that the jelly cubes were colored because it looked more red in here, which I think gave the slime more depth and just made it look more complete. The slime base did come extremely thick, so it's not super stretchy. I wasn't worried about it. I like thickness. I like both sides of the slime like spectrum. I like thick slimes and I like stretchy ones, but if I can't have both, I'm not worried about it. But so because of the thickness, obviously the slime colors didn't mix like really fast, which I always enjoy. I find that a lot more enjoyable when the mixing is slower. My only complaint is that, like, with the way it was described and kind of looked and everything, I thought it was going to be like a full white glue slushie in Bingsu, which is like half slushie, and I would just like pass that off. But with the Bingsu part, you guys probably noticed, and I noticed, I didn't see almost any Bingsu beads. Like, I think total I saw like 3, so I would have loved to see more, especially since it's supposed to have Bingsu beads. I really didn't pick up on anything strawberry in the scent, maybe that's just me, but to me, this slime smelled like very sweet, like raw sugar, but if you could make raw sugar fake, I don't know. Because I only saw a few Bingsu beads, I am going to give this 4 out of 5 pajamas. And with that, that is the end of this review, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you made it this far, let me know if you've ever tried BlushingBB slimes and what you thought of them. I love them so much. Their aesthetic, the way they make slimes, I think they are incredible. I always find myself watching their Instagram videos over and over again because of how satisfying they are. Also, their aesthetic is so perfect. But anyways, I am signing off, and I will see you guys in the next one.